Hi guys, good morning. Today I would discuss some miscellaneous rules of grammar. In this class, I would take the chapter of the correct use of subordinating conjunction and coordinating conjunction. And here we would focus the differences between the subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. So, if you're talking about the coordinating conjunction in English grammar, so we can say that coordinating conjunction refers to find voice. Find voice, it is a code. I would like to reveal the code for F. F stands for just for. F refers to for. A refers to and. N refers to nor. B refers to but. O refers to or. Y refers to yet. S refers to so. So these are the coordinating conjunctions which can be used when we are going to connect two sentences of principal clauses in English grammar. I repeat, coordinating conjunctions can be used when we are going to connect two sentences of principal clause. But in case of subordinate conjunctions, subordinate conjunction, as I want to summarize them, because, till, until, however, as though, if, etc. So we can say that subordinating conjunctions, as the title refers to subordination. In the previous, the title coordinating conjunctions refers to as a coordinator. But in case of subordinate conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions always try to connect two sentences. But here the condition is there may be one sentence of principal clause and more than one sentence would be of subordinate clause, and both and all are supposed to be connected with subordinating conjunctions in the English grammar. So here is the difference between coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. On one hand, coordinating conjunctions are supposed to connect two sentences of principal clauses, but in case of subordinate conjunctions, they are supposed to connect two sentences. One is the sentence of principal clause, and other is the sentence of subordinate clause. So both work as a conjunction in the sentence. While on one hand, coordinate conjunctions are supposed to connect two sentences of principal clauses, while subordinate conjunctions are supposed to connect two sentences. One is the sentence of principal clause and another is the sentence of subordinate clause. This is the basic difference between a coordinate conjunction and subordinate conjunctions. I would clarify the use of comma between both of them, where we can use a comma and where we cannot use a comma. If we are going to connect two sentences of principal clause, I repeat, if we are going to connect two sentences of principal clause, then we can apply a comma just before the coordinate conjunction. But if we are going to connect two sentences, one is the sentence of principal clause and another is the sentence of subordinate clause, then we cannot apply comma just before the coordinate conjunctions, just before the subordinate conjunctions. But if we are going to connect two sentences, one is the subordinate clause and another is the principal clause, then we can apply a comma between the sentences. First is the sentence of subordinate clause and other is the sentence of principal clause. Then we can apply a comma because here there is no conjunction between the sentence of principal clause and the sentence of subordinating clause. So we can apply a comma here because subordinate conjunctions has already been used just before the subordinate conjunction, just before the subordinating clause. If I say, because he was ill, sentence, because he was ill, he could not go to school. Here a comma would require between the sentence of subordinate clause and the sentence of principal clause. Because he was ill, this is our incomplete sentence. And if we are going to add a principal clause with a subordinate clause, we would have to apply a comma just after the sentence of subordinating clause. So we can say, because he was ill, comma, he could not go to school. This sentence is right. If I say, he could not go to school, he could not go to school because he was ill. Here we cannot apply a comma just before because here the subordinate conjunction in the form of because is working as a conjunction and it is connecting the sentence of principal clause with the sentence of subordinate clause. So we cannot apply a comma here. If I say, if he goes to school, if he goes to school, he will pass. If he goes to school, he will pass. I have seen some students using then before the subordinate class in English grammar. So if we are going to use a conjunction, if we are going to use a conjunction then our sentence is not right. We cannot use two conjunctions in a single sentence. We would have to use only a single conjunction. If there is no conjunction, we can use a comma. So we cannot say if he goes to school, then he will pass. From the point of view common errors, this sentence is wrong. But it is written and it is authenticated by all. But from the perspective of common error, we cannot say the sentence is right. From the perspective of competitive exams, we cannot say the sentence is right. So here we can say if he goes to school, comma, he will pass. Here we have used a comma just after the sentence of subordinate clause. If the starting of sentence is supposed to be in the form of principal clause, if I say he will pass, he will pass. If he goes to school, the structure of the sentence is right. Here we cannot apply a comma, because if is working as a subordinate conjunction in the sentence. So we can say that he will pass if he will pass if he reads. So in the next, so these are the rules of coordinate conjunctions and subordinate conjunctions. I would meet in the next class, which will be the class. I cannot say now. I would meet in our next class. Thank you.